Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Doctor is a Healer. Doctor is a Healer is a podcast created to explore a new paradigm of medicine, where science meets consciousness and healing goes beyond symptoms. I'm here today with Signe Dauskane Platace, a healer, mentor, and transformation coach. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about the future of medicine, where science meets soul. So let's jump right in. Hello, Signe.
Bye.
Hi, Signe. Lovely to meet you. So, what made you move from being a doctor to becoming a healer?
Mm. It didn't happen overnight. It took around 20 years because I graduated from medical school in 2000 and became a healer in 2019. So, what was in between? I was creating medical clinics. I was trying to understand who I am and why I'm not happy of even a thought that I would be a doctor. And this was so much contradicting my inner feeling, which made me become a doctor because it started in 80s and then in 90s and medicine changed, all the world has changed. And I was still asking myself, why, Signe, you don't want to be a doctor? And I realized that, first of all, I don't like the role of doctor nowadays. I really don't, because they are not allowed sometimes even to follow their instincts, to follow their gut feeling, to see patient as a whole. My colleagues are forced to follow guidelines, to only believe in evidence-based medicine, and each of them are literally separated in segments. Let's say gynecologists work only with gynecology issues and ophthalmologists only with the eyes. And so they are not kind of allowed to see patient as they are, as human beings, actually. And second thing why I didn't want to stay in medicine is that so many patients, when they seek for help, they feel like victims and they don't see their own role and responsibility as a patient about their own health. They want to come to a doctor and they want to put that burden onto the doctor's shoulders. Like, I came to you or I pay you, solve my problems. Give me a magic pill and I will be healthy tomorrow at the breakfast time. And this is not how it works. A doctor cannot be responsible for your health. Nowadays, when I know and I understand so much of how this world is created and how our conscious and subconscious mind is created, and I understand all the soul's aspects, nowadays I know that only around 20% of people on a soul level has pathway to be mindful, to be awakened, I would say, and the rest, they are literally like roaming around in their lives, but they have no clue who they are, where are they going, why, and all those questions just simply does not exist for them. That's why, of course, they are victims and they enjoy being victims. I'm sorry to say this out loud. And I think many doctors who are listening will be like, yes, yes, finally someone said it, you know? Yes, doctors, I know that you are tired of those people who come to your office, medical office, and who don't want to take any slightest responsibility about their lifestyle, about their habits, about starting physical activities or changing their food habits, changing their eating habits, and all the rest, you know. They are stressed, they are unhappy, but they think that doctor with a magic pill will solve it. So how can you be happy doing such work with 80% of society who don't want to be mindful and who don't want to take responsibility? You cannot feel like you are doing the best. And that's why sooner or later, I found out that when I'm a healer and when I work with mindful people who are seeking my help only when they are ready or almost ready, there is a way better chances that I can help them. And what means I can help them? They are ready for a change. They are ready to take their own responsibility. They are ready to seek for transformation. They are ready for not easy solutions sometimes, because every change at first is not comfortable, right? And those people who come to me now, they are totally different. So, so those people who come to me right now and in the past 6-7 years, they are very, very different from the average person who are attending doctor's offices.
Do you think belief can affect how the body heals?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because 20 years ago, when I was starting working with the doctors, reading lectures about doctor-patient interaction and communication, it was one of the most common questions doctors asked me. My colleagues asked me during those lectures, like, so Signe, how can you explain that in a patient room, there are, let's say, 3 beds, 3 different patients, almost the same diagnosis, almost the same everything, age and all the criteria are almost the same. But one of the patients, let's say, get back to their full health in 10 days. The second patient dies in 3 days. And the third patient takes around 6 months to get back to their good health and normal life. How can you explain it? And so back then, I really had no deep answer to this question, but now I really see that there is no coincidence. We all get in what we believe. And if someone believes that they are so sick and there is no chance to get back, then they will not gonna get back. And those who are maybe very, very seriously ill, but they believe that by changing something, by thinking differently, by believing in their recovery, they really recover. And doctor can sometimes invest in that patient tremendous amount of knowledge, time, methods, and help in general, but there will be no any success. And with some other patient, they maybe do not invest so much time and methods and surgeries and examinations, but just a small portion and just a little bit of talking, just a little bit of listening to their patient, and there is totally different outcome. Because first of all, this patient believes in doctor, and second, this doctor was able to change patient's perspective and understanding of what's going on. And doctor helps their patient to change focus from being victim, from being under medical supervision, and that people in white coats will do the magic. They help them change that, yes, we will do our magic, but you as a patient also have to do your magic. You have to help yourself by thinking in a way that, yes, I'm ready to recover. Yes, I want to be healthy. Yes, I'm ready for a change in my lifestyle. And I want to keep living. I want to be healthy again. And this is all about belief and what's going on in a patient's head and subconscious mind.